What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today we've got the all-new 2021 Dodge Durango RT. Starting off in the front, you can see this is a fully redesigned from the previous generation, and it looks way better. Starting off things in the bottom, you've got a ton of room for air and all of that stuff because this is an RT. It does have quite a bit of power, which you need airflow for. Right next to it, you've got your fog lamps on both sides. And again, you've got more venting right underneath the fog lights. Above that, you've got these newly redesigned LED front headlights, which look absolutely beautiful on the new Durangos. And you've got your Dodge logo up in the front with more airflow, for the air to go through to the engine to cool this bad boy down. Up top at the hood, you've got venting all around on both sides right there, and then in the middle here. All of this is functional, which I'll show you when I show you the engine and everything, but it is all functional because it needs maximum airflow to cool this puppy down. From the side view, you'll notice a couple of things. You'll notice the wheels are blacked out, the side mirrors are blacked out, and usually where you have the chrome around the windows is also blacked out. This is because this has the blacktop package. And of course, your Hemi logo right here is also blacked out on the side. As for the wheels on this puppy, these are 20-inch black aluminum wheels, which absolutely look beautiful compared to obviously the traditional silver wheels. I think the blacked out goes way well with this color combination. Right behind the wheels inside, you've got the red SRT Brembo brakes. These look massive. You need these type of brakes on this vehicle because it has power and you need to stop all of that power when you need to. The color on this Durango RT is probably my favorite color you can get. It's called Destroyer Gray. If we move over to the back, you'll notice again a couple of things. We'll start from the top. You've got this, I guess you can say, built-in spoiler, and then you've got these nice tail lights that just look absolutely beautiful, especially at night. Like the badging of the Hemi up front, you've also got the Durango badging blacked out along with the RT badging blacked out as well. And then right underneath the Dodge logo in black here, you've got your backup camera tucked away nice and sleek. Moving down to the bottom, you do have dual exhaust on this bad boy because it does sound absolutely beautiful as well with the chrome tips on both sides. Underneath this is your tow group package. It has your hitch and all of that underneath. When you're not using it, you can put this cover on top and protect it or whatever you need it to do. Let's go ahead and open the rear tailgate. You just press right underneath here. It's a power lift gate. Back here, you've got a ton of room. This is a 7-passenger, so you can fold these 2 seats down to have extra space. But if you have, 7 passengers, you can obviously lift them back up, which I'll show you in a second. And then you have this space right here to put whatever you need to. You've got your power trunk release or closing button here. A little bit of storage right down here in the corners, and then you've got your 12-volt adapter back here as well. Right underneath these mats, if you push here, open this thing up, you've got a little bit of storage here, and right behind this little plastic piece is like your emergency kit, all of that stuff that you need on the roadside. And to shut your power tailgate, you just press this button. Makes it really easy. As for the key fob, it's like any traditional Dodge Grand Cherokee key. You've got your lock, unlock, your power lift gate at the back, your remote start, panic button, and then you've just got Dodge written at the back here. And if you want to open your tailgate from the remote, double tap and then it opens up. And to hear what this bad boy sounds like, double tap on the remote start, give it a second. Not bad for an RT, sounds absolutely beautiful. Under the hood of this bad boy RT, what powers this is a 5.7 liter V8 Hemi engine. With this 5.7 liter V8 Hemi, you're making 360 horsepower with 390 foot-pound of torque. You've got a ton of power, a ton of torque to get this bad boy going, with you and your family in the back, being it a 7-passenger. If you're not getting the RT and you end up getting a V6 model, you're only getting 290 horsepower. If you step up from the RT and go to the 392 SRT, you're making 475 horsepower with 470 foot-pound of torque. And like I mentioned earlier, those vents you saw on the side are functional. You can see it come through, and then the center one just comes through right here. Coming into the back here, this vehicle has all red seats. I love this color combination, especially with this, destroyer gray, black wheels, red calipers, along with the red and black interior. Absolutely beautiful. But if you take a look at the door here, you've got this kind of like a carbon fiber type material that goes along here with the red handrest over here with the white stitching, white silver stitching. You got a little bit of room here, and then your cup holder and whatever stuff you want to put in there. It's also equipped with the 19 speaker Harman Kardon sound system, which sounds absolutely beautiful. On the actual seats, you get this red, kind of like a perforated leather type feeling, and again, it feels very, very comfortable. And then you've got your black outlining here with the silver / white stitching all around. If we go ahead and pull this down right here, you've got just your 2 cup holders, and that's about it in there. To access your rear seats, the rear 2 seats, you pull this lever up, this comes down, and then you pull this red tag all the way up, and you can enter and exit. These 2 seats fold all the way up, and they've got cup holders for both sides on the back. And then if you want to move this is your kind of like your privacy guard at the back, your tonneau cover. If you have any valuables, you can cover that up. Over here behind the driver and passenger seats, you've just got this little meshing here to put some small stuff, and that goes on both sides over there. Also, you've got 2 vents at the back for obviously your rear passengers, along with 2 USB ports and then a 115 volt plug to plug whatever you need to, along with both heated seats in the rear. And looking up top at the back, you can also control your own temperature. It is dual controlled, and then you've got venting up top built in as well in the roof. And the Durango RT is equipped with keyless entry remote system. So if you press this little black button here, it locks your vehicle, and then just have your key next to you, put your hand underneath, and it unlocks the door for you. Entering into the front driver's side, you've got the same stuff in the rear, like the red handrest here with the leather, and then your carbon fiber type trim right up over here. Again, you've got some more Harman Kardon speakers here and right here, and of course right up top there. And you've got a little bit of storage here, a little bit of room here, and then your usual window controls, and then of course memory seats on this bad boy. As for the front driver and passenger seats, they are similar to the rear, with the center being all red and then the surroundings being in black with the silver / white stitching, and you've got the logo here as well. At the bottom, nothing too fancy. You've got your foot pedals, your parking brake here, and then your hood latch release right there. Both sides on the driver and passenger, the seats are power adjustable, makes life so much easier. Right above that, you've got your lighting controls with your fog light controls in the middle, and then your dimming as well right over there. And then of course you've got more of that red leather, and on this it's kind of like a dark gray / black stitching. And on all of these air vents, you'll have this gloss black trim that goes all around. I think that looks very, very nice, especially the dashboard being kind of like a not so bright color. It's kind of like a matte finish, and it's a fully black. It goes all the way around, and then this just sticks out so much. It looks really, really good. You've also got a little speaker up top with that 19 speaker Harman Kardon system. As for the steering wheel, very, very nice material. Again, you've got your black stitching goes all the way around, and then you've got this carbon / matte finish for this special piece here. I think this breaks up the whole steering wheel rather than it being fully black. Really, really good job on that. And then of course you've got your center Dodge logo right in the middle, surrounded by some chrome bezeling. Over to the left of that, you've got your digital dash controls over here, and then your Bluetooth controls, and then your cruise control settings right there. An RT wouldn't be an RT without some paddle shifters on both sides. Of course, these are amazing to use. Tilting the steering wheel down, you get access to your controls, windshield wiper front and rear, your high beams, turn signals, and all that good stuff. In the center gauge cluster up front, it is a 7-inch cluster. You've got your RPM, your speed right in the center, and then you've got your your temperature and your gas, and you've got a bunch of options that I'll show you in a second that you can kind of flick through. So in the middle here, you can set your speed display kind of if you want to like this, or if you want to have it set like this. So a little bit of small customization, which is really nice to have. If you go down, you've got your your tire pressure and all of that stuff, all the information for your vehicle. You go down again, you've got your RT section here if you want to do 0 to 60 or any of that lap time stuff that you can do with this vehicle. Going down, you've got your fuel economy stuff here. Right underneath that, you've got your trip information, and also you've got your trailer tow system here as well. You can see how many kilometers you've driven solely with the trailer at the back. You've got your music settings here. You've got your messages here. This is your screen setup. You can change things around and make it kind of customizable to your liking. and then you come back to your speed here. On the center handrest, it is fully red. Feels absolutely beautiful with that, you know, silver, gray, black stitching, whatever you want to call it. If you open up the first section, you've got a little bit of room to put, you know, a phone or something small in there. You close that, and then you open up the actual section here. You've got, you know, a decent amount of space in there to put whatever you need to. And of course, in there, you do also have a 12-volt adapter hidden underneath all of that paperwork. A cool little feature that I like on this is that you actually have built-in light right there, which I think is a small touch, but it makes it, you know, a world of a difference to some people. Shutting that, you've got kind of like a key fob holder here. Your cup holders, these are illuminated cup holders, so at nighttime they will illuminate. You've got your shifter right over here, very traditional to, you know, any of the Durangos or anything like that. Wireless charging pad, which is very nice to have. Just put your phone on there and start charging. A little bit of, I guess you can say, storage kind of space there, and then your auxiliary ports, USB, aux, and all of that stuff. Moving right above that, you've got a ton of buttons. It kind of looks like a spaceship with all of these buttons here, but don't get it confused. I'll break it down for you here. Over at the black, kind of gloss black part section here, you've got your traction control, parking sensors, eco mode, snow mode, tow mode, sport mode, and track mode. Yes, you can put this baby in track mode. Above that, you've got your normal radio controls, volume buttons, heating and cooling buttons right here. And if you look right above it, this has heated seats and vented seats both in the front, and then of course your heated steering wheel right there. And you've got more of this red leather trim that goes all the way around and kind of looks really nice. It breaks it apart from, you know, all of that black top and then the bottom one here. Of course, this vehicle does have push to start, and then it also has a trailer brake control right there. And my absolute favorite part on the new Durangos is this updated and refreshed touchscreen. It's a 10.1-inch touchscreen compared to the older ones, which looked very outdated, and this refreshed look absolutely stunning. So what do you get on this that's different? Well, all of here is pretty much touchscreen. So if you take a look right here for your heated seats and temperature, you can just click that and you can control everything through here. Makes life so much easy. Right next to it, you've got a profile setting. You can kind of set up profiles. You've got a little bell notification that gives you any of your notifications. Right next to that, you've got your 4G Wi-Fi hotspot setup that you can do right from here. If you tap on the time here, it drops down a menu, which you can kind of do your backup camera and all of that stuff. It's kind of a shortcut menu, which you can customize and put whatever you need to. Over on the right-hand corner, you've got the same thing for your heating and venting and all that stuff. And right next to that, you've got kind of like a microphone to say whatever commands that you need to say. And on the home screen, you can have kind of like a split screen with, I guess you can say, 3 things here: your maps, whatever you're listening to, and then if you have your phone connected, so kind of like all in one, which is really nice. At the bottom, you've obviously got your media right down there. Again, you've got your Sirius XM and FM and all of that good stuff that you can kind of control through and, you know, go through all of those options. Next to it, you've got your comfort settings. Here is pretty much the stuff down here, but you can touch and do all of that right on the touchscreen, and I think it looks really nice and clean. A small little touch that I like that they did is that they actually put little people or an actual person there rather than it being a stock image. It looks really unique. And if you go ahead and click rear, you can control the rear stuff as well right from the front. And next to it, you've got navigation. You've got a nice little map here. Really nice quality, HD quality. You know, I think they did a really good job by upgrading to the 10.1-inch touchscreen. Next to it, you've got your phone, if you've got your phone settings all in there, and then vehicle information, you've got all of this here. You can actually fold the rear headsets just from a touch of a button, and then you can see your rear view camera from right there. Also, from this menu, you can go straight to your settings, which you can kind of customize and do all of that stuff, or you can go into performance and it'll open your performance pages. All you have to do is press launch performance pages, and this is what comes up. Now, you've got a lot of stuff going on here, which I'll go through. You can actually do 0 to 60, drag times and all of that right in here. All you have to do is just, you know, stay in your timers, and you can do 20 meter, 100 meter, whatever you need to do, you can do it right here. Also, you've got gauges, which shows you your coolant, oil, you know, oil pressure, oil temperature, transmission oil, battery, and all of that good stuff. You've got a dyno/engine setting here, tells you how much power, torque, and RPM you're using. You've got your G-force section here, how many G's you're pulling, your pitch and roll, which is a nice little feature to have, and vehicle dynamics, telling you your steering angle, and then it shows you kind of like a skeleton of your vehicle, I guess you can say, in a way. And from that, if we go into apps, you have Alexa built right in. This is really cool, having Alexa built into your Dodge Durango RT. And of course, you can kind of set your favorites, recents. You can go through categories. If you go to all, this has all of the sections that you can kind of go through in this vehicle. Up top on your rear view mirror, you've got your SOS button, power button, and then your assist button. Up on the top, you've got a little bit of storage here, put you know, your sunglasses or whatever you need to. You've got your lighting inside here, and then your tailgate release, and then your sunroof controls over here. And then if you want to program your garage, your door opener or whatever, you can do it right in here. And this does have a beautiful sunroof. And what I like about this is the roof liner is also black, because it complements all of this red and black that this vehicle has. Also on the door sills, you'll have this silver metallic color type little door sill badge of saying Dodge on it. Looks absolutely nice with the black surroundings. Coming over to the driver's side here, you've got a little bit of a meshing. You can put your phone or whatever. It has it on the driver's side as well. And just take a look at these seats. It just looks absolutely beautiful with this red interior. Again, like I was saying, you have this carbon fiber type trim all around the vehicle. In here, you've got your glove department, and then right next to it, you've got a 12-volt adapter right there. And here is the window sticker for the 2021 Dodge Durango RT. You see the base price, vehicle information, the standard options, and then the optional options that this vehicle has extra on top of it, and then your total pricing here, minus dealer discounts and manufacturing discounts. So a ton of options in this vehicle. That's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this 2021 Dodge Durango RT. Do you love it or do you hate it?